we are in a generation where it's hard for the young one to express love than how it was in yours. Like, what do you think we are missing in this generation here?
You miss out the Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah.
You miss out all those great guys. I mean, the Marvin Gaye, Whitney Houston.
Right.
I mean, you miss out all those people. They work you out before you really fall in love. Right now, it's more like sending messages, and
There's no soul.
you miss out those who truly have the voice to sing about love for you.
Welcome to another episode of Culture Feeling. I'm your host, Sydney Afriyie. As you can see today, we're not on the couch because this episode is very, very special. And also, it's not just your regular, typical episode. We're diving into history. We're diving into a man that has shaped Africa in a way that it will forever, ever be remembered. Today with me, I have the great, your artist, favorite artist, the great Kojo Antwi. How you doing, sir?
Doing very well. Doing very well.
Good. Blessed to have you here today.
Yeah.
On today's episode, we will definitely dive more into you and for sure dive more into this masterpiece that you have brought to the world's attention.
Yeah, great.
So,
Ready.
yes. So the first thing we're going to dive into is this masterpiece, Mr. Music Man. What was the inspiration behind it, and why now is when you wanted to bring this out?
Well, this book has waited for over 17 years. Somehow I talk about 18 years.
Wow.
A lot of waiting has gone into putting the book together.
Right.
Getting the right person to place it all in the right places was also an issue. But 3 years ago, I met someone who was able to place things in the right places. So we started work on it. I've worked there with a few guys, some in the US, some in Ghana as well. And till I met this person, I felt like the time was now, and it is the right time that I had to bring it out. Yes, a lot of things is going to release in the book. A lot of waiting, a lot of getting the right people together to bring out the book as it is. And if you should ask me, I'll tell you about 18 years has gone into putting the book together, getting the right people to place things together, and then right when I was about to release it, my mother passed away. And in Africa, a lot of things goes into your mother passing away. So the family had to get together, and a whole lot of things came about. And just when I was about to release it again, a friend or a brother in music also passed away.
Gotcha. Which was?
And because of that, I had to wait.
Right.
I mean, he's a legend, and I had to respect that.
Right.
So I waited till everything was done for him, and then after, I brought it out. Yeah, so a lot of things is going to making the book right.
And that's very, respectful of you for even doing that, because, you're talking about Daddy Lumba.
Correct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you and him are like, I'll say, Michael Jackson and Elvis, not Elvis, Michael Jackson and Prince. In that, yeah.
Not really. I mean, anyhow you say that, that's okay. But
well, on that level, I would say, because people respect you guys as who you are, and also the music, right?
Yeah.
So working with Mr. George, who was that like? George
I mean, George is brilliant. Putting the the chapters together and all
Right.
that. I mean, he did well in placing the book in its right voice, giving it the right voice, and I think that's important. George was very important to it. George Isiao,
George Isiao.
yeah.
Isiao. Okay. And with the book, was this book more for your fans, for the culture, or for your yourself personally?
This book is for everyone.
Okay.
Reading the book, you come across the current president of Ghana,
Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah.
His Excellency John Mahama. He wrote the review for the book.
Yeah.
And then there's also Sir Sam Jonah. You may not know much about Sir Sam Jonah, but Sir Sam Jonah is one of the great guys in Ghana. And then there's also Professor Yankee, who wrote the first few pages, you know. And then there's also my brother in music, Freddie Maywe, who also wrote something great for the book.
Wow.
You know, we were waiting for Two-Face of Nigeria,
Right.
and we're also waiting for Yusundu
Okay.
to write something, because this is about the very first time that a musician, a practicing musician, has come out with a book. Yes, I saw the book of Hugh Masekela. He wrote a book not long before he passed away. And I've read the book of Ajako Onimo. Ajako Onimo.
Yeah.
So, note the names down. Ajako Onimo has written a great book, but he is a bit too weak to go out giving interviews like I'm doing now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, at this stage in life, right? This is one of the questions that I like diving into your book. I wanted to ask you, at this stage in your life, what does success mean to you?
I'm still working at that.
Right.
People talk about you being successful. I look at it in a different way. Others will look at, the wealth you have in terms of money.
Right.
But I look for independence. When you talk about success, it is the independence that you have
Right.
to operate as a musician, whether you're an artist. If you're into the art,
Right.
you need independence to operate. In today's world, we live in the world of social media.
Right.
We don't think, we just act. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I think it's very, very important to come out with something. It's not it is not here to make my family or my people rich. It is here to inform us as a people.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I mentioned the practicing musician. I'm on the road. I played in a band called the Classic Handles. I played in
Yeah.
a band called the Boom Talents. We were constantly on the road during the cocoa season. Cocoa
Right.
season means days that Christmas, Easter, and those occasions. Sometimes we play 3 gigs in a day. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
So this is here to expose some of the things that we go through as musicians. It's here to educate us.
Right.
It is to educate the politician. It is to educate the
Everything
the
working
artist,
Right.
and those who enjoy our music and all that. It is to educate us,
Right.
to help us to take time. You know,
Right.
take time in everything that we do.
Right. Wow. You know, you talked about being in a band, and this also moves on to the next question, right? You started your career in a band before going solo.
Yeah.
What was those early years being behind the scenes like?
Oh, difficult, quite difficult, but it
Yeah.
was amazing to me, because I learned a lot of things in school.
Right.
And here I joined a band. I was having the privilege of traveling across the country.
Right.
I was looking at things that I was reading about in geography, in history, and all sorts of things. So
Right.
for me, it was quite enlightening.
Enlightening.
You see?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what.
Quite enlightening. No, that's
yeah.
very, very
Yeah.
good. Because I mean, you've been doing this for, I'll say, quite some time. Quite some time. You know, let's say, what was one place you've been in the world that you were, I would say, surprised and in shock that people knew your music?
That would be difficult to answer
Yeah.
because the music has traveled. Ghanaians are everywhere.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Africans are everywhere. They
Everywhere.
go anywhere. When my people travel, they go with music, they go with stories, they go with scenes that you don't see all around you.
Right.
Like in the US, here you face different things, you see different things, but in Africa we have different. Every day you wake up and you have the whole world as reality show.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And so everywhere Ghanaians go, they go with our music, they go with the stories. We West Africans are storytellers. I believe most of the books that you see here, most of the stories that our family tried to keep and to, I mean, we have our grandmothers telling us stories when we were kids.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And so most of these books, I believe, carried that spirit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I want you to ask about where I'm a bit surprised. Last year I was in Australia. This year I was supposed to be there in Easter. That is a place that I felt like, hey, they knew my music and they were there jamming with me and all that. I'm in Australia.
Right.
On my way to Australia, I got mixed up. I think I ended up in Malaysia because the place is a bit too far away.
Wow.
So in Australia, I felt like, oh, my music is all over the place.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really good. Just,
Yeah.
I know it's like just visualizing it, you know, most artists, a lot of the times they get very like surprised when people that they never would have thought knew or understood their music start like reciting it or singing it. At a point in your life, right, as an artist, did you ever think of giving up?
Oh, of course. It comes all the time.
Wow.
It comes all the time. I heard, I was at a concert of Ajaru, David Sanborn.
Okay.
We were doing a jazz festival in Zurich,
Okay.
and I was fortunate enough to be there. When I heard Ajaru, I heard David Sanborn on the saxophone. I felt like, hey, why am I still doing music? You know, what they were doing was quite different from what I am into. But that was a time that I was listening to a lot of jazz music, you know, and we come from a place. I'm going to that place. We come from a place that doesn't speak about record companies. Now you hear the young dudes talking about record companies.
Right.
But we are not talking about record companies like Polydor, like Sony Music, like all those.
Big ones.
Yes.
Yeah, huge corporations, right?
So we have to strive from the ground up.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So when at the concert of Ajaru, David Sanborn, and all of them, it was like, hey, why am I still in music? Because they have the record companies. They are doing the big things. But now even if you want to strive, your journey is far away there. You know, so there are times that you feel that way.
Wow. You feel like just giving up and that's it.
It comes all the time. It comes all the time.
That's good. Wow. As a person and also as an artist, but if we were to take out the artistry, you being who you are and just seeing different things and traveling the world, how have that shaped you and the person that you are today?
See, I'm blessed to be a musician. Everything I do in music is taken from a place that I can decide the cover of my album. I can even decide which titles I use for my songs. Because you find a song like Enfamenkoho, you find a song like Densu, you find songs like, I'm mentioning these things to you because I've been placed in a special place that I have that independence that I talk about.
Right.
And so I'm able to wait for 18 years to bring this book out. I'm able to decide which titles I use for my albums. Right. I'm able to decide when an album comes out. I'm able to decide how my album covers
look like. Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I thank God for that. Because most of our guys now don't work within those cycles. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Right now, you have to come out with a song and you even need to come up with a dance.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, even though we say, okay, the young ones have all the space to come out with songs and, but it's not easy. It hasn't been easy. I come up with songs. I come up with a song like Adie Pena. Do you know that song?
Adie Pena.
Adie Pena.
They probably played it for me.
That's
before.
okay. That's okay.
I'm here with you.
I came up with that song. That's about, the tempo is just about 73. I came up with that song. Ghanaians were doing Azonto.
Wow.
Do you know the tempo of Azonto? 132. And I came with a song which was half. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But I believed in it.
Right.
That, hey, this is the song that you have to go out with. And it worked for me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So, does it answer your question?
It does.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay. Okay.
Your music has always been deep rooted in love, right? How does this book explain that part of who you are?
Most of my songs talk about African unity.
Yeah.
There is a song called To Mother Africa.
Yeah.
There is a song called How Long? There's a song titled Hammer. I have all those songs on my albums. Songs that talks about African unity. Because I think that is the most important thing that we have to fight for as a people.
Right.
You remember when I was here, you mentioned Obo.
Yeah.
And you mentioned what I said about that.
Yeah.
I think some of us should become like water, transparent.
Right.
We have to identify ourselves with Africa.
As one, right.
That was the mission of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the very first president of Ghana.
Right.
And I think if we talk about, is it 54 countries 54. Or 52? 54 countries.
54, yeah.
54 countries. If I can release this book in Togo, release it in Nigeria,
right,
release it in Ivory Coast, just West Africa. If we talk about 54 countries, I wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be here.
Right.
Because we have that such a huge market to fill our works with.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
But right now, the focus is somewhere else. We want to be in the UK, we want to be in Swiss, we want to be everywhere but not Africa.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And so, the battle, you start here, in certain.
I like that. I like what you said though, that there shouldn't be any separation. There should be just
the artificial borders. I think it was in 1850 something. Or these artificial borders, we were not involved.
right.
They met, shared Africa amongst themselves,
Right.
and till then, we've been having more issues. We were having greater issues before. We had slavery, we had all sorts of things. But till they met and shared Africa amongst themselves, we've never had peace.
Right.
But our focus is not really there, because your attention in is we chasing things. Look, if you go to Obuasi, you'll be there. When you come to Ghana, take
I'll
you
be there.
you know,
Right.
if you go to Obuasi, the poorest man in Obuasi, without shoes, maybe he has a shorts, and that person walks on gold. You go to Takwa, they have gold beneath the earth. You understand what I'm saying? But we people come there and exploit us. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I've had the privilege to go to Obuasi, go to Takwa. We've gone to see all these gold and things, but we have no use for them. We have good use for them.
Right.
We export them to these people, and they come back telling us we need aid for everything. This is why you being here, your motive should be, hey, I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back. You know, we are striving for things that doesn't really. When you read the book, you find things about Africa. I speak about Africa all the time. We have seen in Ghana, where do you daki? Being black means, when somebody's striving hard to get somewhere, you pull that person down. That's not our nature.
Right.
That's not our nature. So somehow your questions will bring in some of this. Yeah, that's okay.
To the viewers out there and people that are like diving into, there's a quote, right, from Kwame Nkrumah. You talked about Kwame Nkrumah.
Yeah.
That goes, I may screw it around, but I'll get the right one. But it goes, I am not Africa because I was born in Africa,
Correct.
but I'm Africa because
Correct.
Africa is in me.
Yeah.
Just that quote right there, like, what does that mean to you?
If Kwame says it,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
you know what Kwame Nkrumah went through to become.
Yeah.
You know, and unfortunately for me, or unfortunately for Africans, we've not had more people like Kwame Nkrumah. You know, but I believe we are all here for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, we are all here for a reason.
Right.
Kwame Nkrumah was here. He strived through a lot of things, and whatever he went through shaped him to become what it is, who he is.
Right.
And to fight for the things he was living for Africa. It's not just Kwame Nkrumah. I can talk about these things because we have these books here. We have such books surrounding us. I think we should all
Dive into it.
dive into some of the books here.
Right.
You know,
Right.
if you read this book, you
I
see.
have. I've dove into it. I love
I
it.
spoke about Edric Cleaver and all those people.
Yeah. This is just chapter one. This is just chapter one of that. I know that there's more to come because we've talked a lot outside of everything, and one of the things that I will say that clicked to me when we discussed this a few days ago was that word legend. I know that you're not really a fan of it because when someone is called a legend, that means that basically that's it. And I know that this is just the beginning. But why to the viewers out there that are, in love with you and what you do, why that word is you're very hesitant and distant from it?
Oh, the word legend is great, but some of us we're still into music,
Yeah.
and I always go to the studio to bring out something new. I have studio at home,
Right.
but every time I sit to bring out something, I want it to be fresh. I want it to be something new. I want it to be something that will teach me something, not
Right.
teach the people something, but something that will teach me something.
Right.
When they speak about you being a legend, it means like, right,
right.
what you saying?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. But when we listen to music, we still do listen to Beethoven. We listen to Mozart. We listen to all those guys who recorded 18 something.
Yeah.
We still listen to their music. We play some of their music and all sort of things. I think when you're working in music, you have to think of whether you want your music to be good, great, classic, or something that is going to live with the people. I said to do the best thing in music.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why I don't like titles.
Right. Because it limits you.
People call me Mr. Music Man. That's a title that I embrace.
Right.
I embrace that. But legend is like
Right. Speaking of Mr. Music Man, this goes to my next question. What does that title, Mr. Music Man, mean to you personally, beyond how the world sees it?
Oh, well, Mr. Music Man for me is a title. I use that. That was a title I used for my 4th album, I think. But somehow it got stuck on me.
It's stuck on you.
Mr. Music Man, but I appreciate that.
So it's just something that they just labeled you and it just made sense.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. You stayed relevant for decades. What lesson do you think you can teach these new young artists coming in that you've learned in your early age?
What lessons?
Yeah.
Um,
Because you've been doing this for. I wasn't born yet,
You weren't born yet.
I wasn't born yet.
You weren't born yet.
No, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't born yet. I think I wasn't even thought of yet.
Yeah.
I did my research, yes.
Well,
I remember,
I mean, all I can ask for is for God to bless people with that independence. I went through becoming a band boy.
Right.
I became a bandsman before becoming a musician. You are not asking me who is a band boy and who is a bandsman.
No, yeah.
Who is a musician?
I was letting you finish.
Yeah, because I discovered a studio to record my things. And if you read the book, it tells you what I found in the studio. All the gadgets that I found, the patch bay, the reverb, the delay, and all sorts of things. Yes, we were playing music on stage. People gave us all sorts of titles.
Right.
But in me, I hadn't discovered that place called studio. Studio was a place that you could store your ideas. You store those ideas, and if they are good, other people come in to enjoy those ideas that you stored in a place.
Right.
So discovering that little place called studio, I ended up creating my own works, giving them my own titles, deciding what the album cover should be like.
Right.
But I was given this opportunity to be there at a certain time. And I asked for this blessing for every artist, every musician. You see, you get to a level that everything shouldn't be difficult for you to say.
Right.
And at least I have that independence. So if the young ones come to me, all I ask for, they need to strive for that independence. It won't come easy. It won't come to you easy, but something must come to you that you produce whatever has been stored in you to the world,
Right.
for the world to enjoy it. If it is a way that you can make all the money that Mayweather makes,
Right.
hey, that's all good.
Right.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What is one powerful story that you went through in your journey that you wish would have made it into the book but didn't make it in the book?
Oh, I have a lot of things that
You have a lot of things.
a lot of
And, right.
yeah.
As I said,
No,
this
I
is
have
just the
a lot of
beginning,
things.
right?
Yeah,
This is the
yeah.
beginning.
I have a lot of things.
I mean, give us one. If you want to give us one, sure.
Oh, there are a lot of issues that I spoke about.
Yeah.
Some of the things we also needed to soften it. Soften it because somehow we are speaking about the right thing. We are producing our works. Most of the books you see are mostly self-produced.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so I thank God for that independence. I thank God for that freedom. I thank God for
Independence.
Yes. It is very important, especially if you're saying you're into art,
Yeah.
music, all those creative things.
Right.
Yeah.
So 50 years from now, 100 years from now, when a young man from somewhere around the world grabs this book, what do you want them to get from it? Or what do you want he or she to take from this book?
Well, when I was growing up, there were groups like Osibisa. There were people like Nana Pedu. There were the giants like Hugh Masekela that I speak about.
Yeah.
There were the Mariam Makibas and all those great guys. At a certain point, I wanted to read about them in the way this is to allow any young one to know where I fell short so that they can build on it and become independent artists.
Right.
You know, there was nothing from Osibisa, there was nothing from Nanan Pedu. Nanan Pedu should have had books from this end to that end.
Right.
Because his music, he was talking about, you know, these animals and those, and I mean, brilliant. For me, he was more than Walt Disney.
Oh.
You need to find his music,
Yeah.
and you need to get someone to explain some of the lyrics to you. Amazing story.
Yeah,
I believe when God was making Walt Disney for the US, he was making the Nana Pedus and a lot of them for Africa.
Wow.
But then he comes out with the whole script for a movie. But then somebody else should be the one doing the designing, so that we can have images for our kids who look like us. You understand what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
Because every time we sit and watch Tom and Jerry, we don't get the right story.
Right. We're gonna close up in a second. I wanted to ask, which would you prefer more, performing or recording in the studio?
Recording in studio.
Recording in the studio.
Yeah,
And
recording
the
in
why?
studio.
Why?
No, combine the two.
Combine.
I can't take one out.
Got you.
I can't. Because being on stage is like sharing with the people.
Right.
It is not for what is coming to my pocket. I get on stage now, it's my time to share my music with the people. So I cannot take one out and keep one. I love the studio because it's where your music lives longevity, lives longer. On stage you perform, you leave, and then it builds up in your brain, in the
Right.
brain. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'll keep the two.
You have to put. You can't take one without the
No,
other.
no, I
That's
can't.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And the last one would be this: we are in a generation where it's hard for the young one to express love than how it was in yours. Like, what do you think we are missing in this generation here?
You miss out the Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah.
You miss out all those great guys. I mean, the Marvin Gaye, Whitney Houston.
Right.
I mean, you miss out all those people. They work you out before you really fall in love. Right now, it's more like sending messages, and
There's no soul.
you miss out those who truly have the voice to sing about love for you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So I think, but we still have them around. Their voices still live with us. So.
Yeah. We're still working.
Yeah.
We're still working in progress. You know. Well, you know what, sir? I mean, this has been a pleasure. I know that we have 100 more things to say, and I know that it will come up on the next episode because, as I said, this is just the beginning. And if you don't have a copy of this, this is for the viewers, the Culture Feeling viewers. If you don't have a copy of this, please go and grab a copy. The link and everything will be in the bio. Yes, like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Kojo Antwi, Mr. Music Man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
This is good.
Thanks for tapping into the Culture Feeling Podcast, where conversations connect us and the culture comes alive. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on all social media platforms at Culture Feeling Podcast and stay connected with the movement.